Hey guys, what's up? It's iFlynn here, and that TennoCon reveal though. If your mind is blown, leave a like on this video because I am hype AF for the Venus Open World. Like, it is actually crazy the amount of stuff that they showed. I actually my internet died, so I had like a miniature freakout during the stream, so I didn't get to see the new story quest like at the very end, but I got to see everything else. So if you guys aren't aware, at TennoCon this year, they showed the new Venus Open World, all of its mechanics. So that's things like the kit guns, which is basically the secondary weapon version of Zaws. They showed off Moa pets. They showed off a new hunting mechanic, which is basically like Venus's version of fishing, I guess you could say, where you find actual feces from the animals and you find footprints, and then you have to like mimic the animal's sound to draw it out, and then you shoot it with a trank gun, and then it gets lifted back to the player hub and stuff like that. It was just really crazy and cool. Amongst other things, they showed the actual Venus open world, and they showed off the fact that you can claim bounties in the open world itself now, so you don't have to go back to the player hub. They showed hoverboards, which was insanely cool and really cool tricks and stuff like that. And then they also showed spider tanks and massive Nathaniel statues, and then like another expansion on top of that, which is Railjack, which is basically like what Star Citizen gives you for $100 if you buy a ship or whatever, and you're getting it in Warframe, and it was just mind blowing, right? So yeah, they showed a lot at Tenno Live. It's currently what you're watching right now. It is the Venus Open World, all of its mechanics, amongst another update, which is called Railjack, which is your own personal ship, which you can use to go from the landscape on Venus up into the atmosphere to take on a big spaceship, which is controlled by Nathaniel himself, and you're on it. It's a multi-cruise ship, so yourself and 3 other players are on it, and it has all these different features. So you have like combat stations, you have a hacking console for whenever another player jumps into their Archwing and flies onto the big ship that you're meant to be taking down, because you kind of hijack it in a sense and you destroy its own core and stuff like that. It kind of reminded me of raids in a sense, that you're working together with your team to kind of like defeat this big ship thing, I guess you could say. So kind of look like raids a little bit. I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily call it raids because it's not 8 player, but who knows what they can come up with in the future if this is the type of stuff that they're giving to us now. But it was such a mind-blowing experience, right? No one ever expected it. People are skeptical about it because like you know they're hyped about it, but like you look at Archwing, if someone says to you space combat in Warframe, you think about Archwing and you're like, Archwing is okay. Well, Space Jacked, or Real Jacked, I said Space Jacked. Real Jacked is basically its own style of gameplay with other elements of Warframe mixed in. You have Archwing, and then you have basically your normal Warframe combat where you're the Warframe and you're jumping around and you're shooting stuff, and then you have hacking, and you have like putting power to different portions of your ship and stuff like that. And it was just crazy to watch. Like, I honestly don't know like what else they could do on top of this, because I found myself asking myself earlier this year, what else could DE do? Because I was kind of like, what else could DE do to keep my interest in Warframe? Because raids weren't here, and raids were kind of like a big sort of part of community for me. And I was like, okay, so raids are supposed to be coming back at some point. We don't know when, and we don't know how they're going to come back, if they're going to be better, if they're going to be worse. So I was asking myself, what could DE do to make this game more exciting? And obviously they stole the show again. They showed us like just something that you would expect from an entirely different game, and you're getting it in a free-to-play game. I sound a tiny bit fanboy right now, but I just think that it's insane that something that I signed up to play Star Citizen for, I'm now getting in a free-to-play version. It's just crazy, right? Like, you don't expect it. So you're getting what you would get from Star Citizen and a lot more. Of course, you can make the argument that, hey, Star Citizen has a lot more on its table, when it finally gets released. And also, like, maybe the graphics are better, sure. But, like, Warframe is just one of those games that has a lot in it already. It's already established, and it doesn't really have its path set, but it has like that hype, because there was 401,000 people watching Tenno Live, and that has to be a record for any single development team for concurrent viewers on Twitch, because that was that was a crazy experience, dude. And on top of all that, they showed like the next lore expansion, which is the new war. So they had the old war and they had the lotus symbol, but then it flipped over to the new war, and then it flipped the lotus symbol, and it was like, whoa. And it was a bunch of like lotus bad guys, and it was like, what am I even watching right now? So it was absolutely crazy. It was absolutely insane. But dude, I'm looking forward to it. I heard from one of my viewers that someone apparently went up to DE Steve and said, hey Steve, do you have like, you know, a target for when this is going to be coming out? And one person says that he says fall, which, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Another person says that he said September, which again, take it with a grain of salt. But if we were thinking about it, I would say late September, early October might be realistic, you know, because Planes of Eidolon came out October 17th, I think it was, after the TennoCon reveal. So September, October, in my opinion, for the Venus open world at least, is definitely, you know, something that we can see happening, or at least I can see happening if we're optimistic, if we're confident enough in DE, if DE are confident enough. But what I will say is that we definitely, most likely, won't see Railjack for, like, I guess another couple of months. Because, like, they said even, well, after they showed Railjack, Steve tweeted out that they really hunkered down to get Railjack, the demo, like, together so they could actually show it off, because it was nowhere near finished and they were considering scrapping it from the TennoCon reveal. But, of course, myself knowing DE, they went above and beyond yet again. So, you know, I don't know. Like, how are they going to top this next year? Because I'm planning on going to TennoCon next year. If you guys are, you know, thinking about going to TennoCon next year, I will be there. And if you see me, run up to me, have a photo, you know, ask about builds, do whatever, start up a conversation. I will talk to you. We can do whatever. But, like, it just has me wondering, like, what are they going to do next? You know, like, what are they going to do next? How are they going to top what they showed last year? Is it going to be as good? Is it going to be as hype? And they also showed like a bunch of other Warframes and stuff. And I'll have videos going in depth of all the systems that they showed in the TennoCon reveal, such as the Kityan, such as the Moa pets, such as the hunting, such as the spider tanks. I'm going to have videos on all of the individual parts that they showed, including Railjack, because Railjack is probably the most interesting out of all of them. There's the most sort of depth in there for us to go into. They also showed new Warframes, which is Vlad or Revenant, and then there's another one which is a gore-based frame. The name escapes me right now, but it looked dope. It looked like this really, I guess, buffed version of Valkyr, I guess I would call it, but it wasn't actually Valkyr. It just looked a little bit more edgy, I guess you could say, but it looked absolutely insane, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. I'm just really excited for this year's Warframe, dude. Like, I'm super excited. And also, we have the Melee rework, which is hopefully coming sometime this year, and Beginner's Guides 2018. So I don't know whether I want to wait for Venus to come out, because of how hyped that trailer was. I'm expecting a lot of people are going to want to jump into Warframe, and they're going to want to learn it now. I just put my elbow on my mouse, but yeah, they're going to want to learn it now. So I'm considering maybe just like mentioning at the start of Beginner Guides that the Melee stuff is going to get changed, and the Venus open world is, you know, definitely going to come out, and that's going to affect your progression as well. But like, dude, like, it's going to be a crazy year, definitely. And it makes me extremely happy to see that even though the game has been around for 5 years, we're still coming up with ways to be sort of innovative and just changing the gaming industry, really. Because, like, what other game development company does this type of thing, you know, where they give you all of this content? They give you, like, what, over 300 weapons, and what is it, over 30 different playable characters if you're not including primes and stuff like that. Like, what other video game gives you all of that content for literally no price at all? Like, name one. I can't name one at all, because yeah, it's just a unique company, and I feel absolutely blessed. Like, it's moments like this that really make me proud to say that I'm a Warframe partner type of thing, because like, they're always changing the ball game, and they're probably going to do a buttload of community stuff to kind of make this event even better. So I'm excited for it. You can bet your asses that whenever it is coming out, be it September, be it October, I will be streaming it live over twitch.tv. We'll be live the entire day, just waiting for the update to come out, and we will be live the second that it hits. We will be one of the first first streams on Twitch to do all the things and all the stuff and get you all the drops, if there is any drops, whenever that big update comes around. But yeah, I'm excited for it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Just, I don't know, let me know what you want to see from the Venus open world, if you want to see anything else, because like there's bound to be more stuff. Like they mentioned at the end of it that there's going to be like underground caves, and there's going to be a bunch of other stuff that I just can't wait to get my hands on. So let me know down in the comment section below what you are most excited for. And also that that was a weird noise. Stop making that weird noise. That song though, the song at the beginning, that was pretty cool. I thought that was awesome. They really stepped it up this year. I don't know. I'm kind of speechless. That's why I'm making this video. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit like. If you want to see more Warframe content from me, hit subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.